Welcome to Topic Time. With this session, we start a new playlist in Farmoon channel. In competitive exams, questions related to certain topics are asked repeatedly. In this playlist, such topics are discussed in detail, and the name of the playlist is Topic Time. This is the first episode of Topic Time, that is Topic Time 1. In this Topic Time, we discuss about adulterated, misbranded, and spurious drugs. Definitions of these terms are given in Drug and Cosmetic Act 1945, and questions related to such definitions are repeatedly asked in many competitive exams. Let's see it in detail. A background about this. These definitions are given in the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. The Act came in 1940 and the rules came into force in 1945. Let's see some important definitions described in Drug and Cosmetics Act. First one is misbranded drug. If the label of the drug or the container of the drug bears any false claim, that drug can be called as misbranded drug. If the label is not proper, then it can be called as a misbranded drug. Means if the label contains any false claim, or if the label is not in a proper manner, such drug can be called as a misbranded drug. Suppose there is a damage in the drug. For example, damage like a color change, and the manufacturer does coloring, coating, powdering, or polishing to conceal the color change. Such drugs can be called as misbranded drugs. Means any concealing activity done to mask the damage of a drug makes the drug a misbranded one. We can remember this definition by remembering three words. First one is claim, second one is caption, third one is conceal. From claim, you remember that false claiming leads to misbranding. The word caption reminds us the term label. If the captions in the label are not in the prescribed manner, that makes the drug a misbranded one. And the third word is conceal. Any concealing activity can make the drug a misbranded one. So, you can remember misbranded drug by using the code MC cube. M for misbranded drug, C for claim, second C for caption, and the third C for conceal. In short, MC cube. Next word is adulterated drug. The definition for adulterated drugs includes many things. Let's see one by one. If the drug is prepared, packed, or stored under poor sanitary conditions, it will be an adulterated drug. Second thing is, if the drug is filthy, filthy means dirty. That is, if the drug is dirty, it will be an adulterated drug. If the drug is putrid, it can be an adulterated drug. Putrid is the process of decaying. That is, if the drug undergoes decomposition or decaying, it will make the drug a putrid one. And such putrid drugs emit very unpleasant smell also. Such drugs are adulterated drugs. If the drug contains any poisonous substances, it can be called as an adulterated drug. And the list continues. If the packaging material of the drug contains any poisonous substance, it can be called as an adulterated drug. That is, containers made with any poisonous substances makes the drug an adulterated one. If any prohibited colors are used, the drug will be an adulterated one. If the drug is admixed with any substances, it will make the drug an adulterated one. We can remember this by using the following terms. The specialty is all terms start with the letter P. Let's remember this from the term adult person. An adult person's activities remind us about adulterated drugs. Let's check them. An adult person will prepare and pack the drugs in poor sanitary conditions, and he will also place the drug in such conditions. An adult person will put polluted, perished, and poisonous substances in the drug. From the word put, you remember putrid. From the word polluted, you remember dirty or filthy. From the word perish, you remember decayed or decomposed. From the word poisonous, you remember about the presence of poisonous substances in adulterated drugs. Next activity is the adult person will pack the drugs in poisonous containers. That also makes the drug an adulterated one. And the same person will add prohibited pigments in the drug, which makes it adulterated. Finally, the adult person may add some unwanted particles, which decreases the strength and quality of the product. To remember the definition of adulterated drug, you remember the term adult person and all words starts with the letter P. Hope this trick will help you. Next term is spurious drug. This is another definition in Drug and Cosmetic Act. If any drug is imported from other countries under the name of another drug, it will be a spurious drug. If a drug is an imitation of another drug, it will be a spurious drug. If the drug is a substitution of another drug, it will be a spurious drug. If the drug bears the name of another drug, it will be a spurious drug. If one drug is substituted with another drug, it will be called as a spurious drug. The substitution may be fully or may be partly. If a manufacturer makes a drug by using the name of another manufacturer, it can be called as a spurious drug. We can remember the definition of spurious drug by remembering the letter I. Spurious start with S and you add the letter I, then it will be SI. SI we can remember as sub-inspector. A sub-inspector will arrest you if you do the following things. If you import a drug improperly, that is, if you import a drug in the name of another drug, a sub-inspector will arrest you if you make an imitation of another drug. If you make or sell a drug using an incorrect name, it will be a spurious drug. Instead of using the real drug, if you substitute the same with a false drug, it will be a spurious drug and the sub-inspector may arrest you. If you use an incorrect manufacturer's name on your product, it will be a spurious drug and remember the sub-inspector may arrest you. By this trick, you can remember the definitions of the term spurious drug. All words starts with I and the words are imported improperly, imitation, incorrect name, instead of the real drug, and incorrect manufacturer. Let's wind up the topic time. Thank you.